Well, the race for the World Series crown is down to 8. And a capacity crowd is in postseason form as we get you ready for this one. It's Game 1 of the National League Division Series between the LA Dodgers and the Chicago Cubs. Hi again, everyone. Matt Vasgersian. Welcome to our special postseason coverage of baseball on the show. I'm joined by Eric Karros and Steve Lyons. And Steve, let's take a look at how these two ball clubs got to where they are.
Yeah, and top to bottom, I think both of these clubs have a lot of different guys that can beat you. It might not just be the stars that dominate this series. It wouldn't surprise me a bit if some of the lesser-known guys here wind up stealing the show.
The postseason is officially in full swing. Lineups and first pitch coming up next. Back now live as we count down to the start of Game 1. Let's join public address announcer Mike Carlucci.
And now, your Chicago Cubs.
Briefly now, we'll look at the two starters who get the ball here in Game 1. A chance now for the Los Angeles Dodgers starting lineup. Who's the one to watch, EK?
Well, I'm looking forward to watching Adrian Gonzalez. He went deep last game, and he seems ready to take advantage of any mistakes he sees right now.
Jake Arrieta will do the pitching in front of the hometown crowd here in Game 1. Eric, any thoughts?
Well, guys, remember, he's got 5 pitches to work with, so that really makes it difficult for the hitter. He can change speeds, ball moving in and out. Not a lot of fun for the hitters.
And with a quick breather here, let's take a look at the Cubs alignment on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Any thoughts, Eric?
Well, Matty, Anthony Rizzo is really the centerpiece for this Cubs ball club. Offensively, we know what he does. But defensively, he really holds this infield together. Very fluid over at first base, good soft hands, and has a good throwing arm as well.
Chase Utley will come forward to lead things off as this NL Division Series is about to take flight.
And these guys come in here on a high following their wild card victory. So even though they won't have the home field advantage, they do have that momentum going for them and a postseason win under their belts already.
Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Arrieta's got his target. Here it is on 0-2. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
And this is a nice way to settle into a ballgame. A good slider there for the punch out. And that'll help you get in rhythm and get you mentally involved right from the outset.
Corey Seager will stand in, held hitless in the wild card game victory.
Yeah, and they wound up not needing him in that victory, but if they plan on making any noise in these playoffs, he's going to have to be a guy they lean on.
Three balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Good call on that 3-1 sinker, and it's full now, 3-2. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
And he misses with it, ball 4, so it's a 1-out walk here in the top of the first.
Hey, you know what? That's all right. He gave him a pretty good battle up there, and he never gave in to him. A walk you can work around. A home run, you can't.
Justin Turner will stand in, one of the heroes of the wild card game victory that got him into this division series.
Yeah, he had some pressure-filled at-bats in that ball game. He delivered in a big way.
Squared that one up just a little late. Payoff pitch on its way. And here's a ball hit in the air. Hayward on the move. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. So a runner at first with 2 away. And now the left-handed hitting Adrian Gonzalez will get a shot. A runner on first with 2 away. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. Still 2-2. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
And now 3-2, 2 out. He'll be helped by the fact that that runner will get a head start out there.
Swing and a little tapper. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. So it's no runs, no base hits, no errors, and a runner left. And now it'll be the Cubs' turn in a scoreless ball game. And now time to check how Joe Madden has lined the Cubbies up in this one. What's the key to sending fans home smiling tonight, Steve?
Well, they're facing a guy today that throws a lot of strikes, so you're going to have to be aggressive early in the count, but get the ball up in the zone. Shorten up a little bit, put the ball in play.
Joe Blanton gets the call in hostile territory here for Game 1 of the division series. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's been what you would call a 4th or 5th starter. Got a career ERA of over 4, but he will give you innings, and he is dependable.
And with that, let's look at how the Dodgers align on defense. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, remember, this manager has not jumped on board with all the defensive shifts. Still that old school mentality, plays guys straight up, so we'll see how that impacts this game.
Striding into the box, Ben Zobrist, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here.
And we all know he's a side.
Nope. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Well, this is one of those guys that's got to keep the ball down in the strike zone. He's never going to overpower you. He just needs to use that sinking fastball and the changeup to get guys to hit the ball on the ground. Watch as this game goes along, the ground ball to fly ball ratio.
Pulled high in the air out to right field. On the move is Puig, but he won't get to it, and this should put a man in scoring position to start the inning. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
So far, so good. They get a scoreless top of the first, and now a leadoff single to start things in their half.
Into the box now, Jason Hayward. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Hit hard to short. Oh, and he can't reel it in out there. But they will still get the lead runner at second, so no double play. But, boy, very fortunate to record the first out there.
And here's why you always go in hard at second base. This could be a very easy double play ball, but you see the aggressive slide here. That really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up getting just 1 on that play. Excellent aggressive base running.
Digging in, Chris Bryant, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Thompson is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. And with 2 away now, let's give you a look at the big picture here. There you see the participants in this year's playoffs. Anthony Rizzo set to take his first cuts with a man at first and 2 away.
Yeah, and he's going to have to find a gap to give that man on first a chance to score.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. And that misses 2-2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Well, Matt, Drummond is a really well-respected umpire. Pretty rare that anyone has a major beef with the way he calls a strike zone.
Throw over to the bag, and he's back standing.
Simple throw over there.
Hard hit ball to second. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Javier.
Coming to the plate now, Javier Baez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here.
Oh, and it's so important to take advantage of these kind of opportunities early in a ball game. It can change the entire complexion of the game if you can put the other guys on their heels right away.
Hit on the ground is short. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. Cubs strand a couple. After 1, no score. Trace Thompson will lead things off here as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the second. Arrieta into the windup. 1-1 on its way. Had nibbled the corner there, but missed. 2-1.
Yeah, and on 2-1 right now, you gotta figure this guy's wound up for the fastball here. Maybe you come with the breaking ball here out of the zone and hope he goes after it.
Chopped in front of home plate. Montero gonna have to hurry. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting sixth.
Yeah, and you know, that's a nice play back there behind the plate. For a big guy, look how quickly he springs to his feet, gets rid of that mass, and then he finds the ball here to make the throw to first to get his man.
Stepping in now, Jock Peterson. And he'll take a look at a strike on the inside corner. It's 1-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Off the plate that time and a little high. It's even at 2-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Now a swing and a miss. He struck him out, and it's 2 up, 2 down to start the second.
This is one of those guys that you can spend all your time in the video room watching what his pitches look like, but until you get out there and see it firsthand, you just have no idea how much his stuff moves around.
Into the box now, Yasiel Puig. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Miguel Montero strides into the box now to lead off the home half of the second inning. stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Around first on his way to second is Montero. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
I tell you, that one's coming in fast, but it's going out faster. Does he square this one up or what? You bet he does.
Into the box, number 5. And he misses low here, so the count goes to 3-1.
Well, this is a good fastball spot for him now, and keep in mind, he's got a big hole on that right side of the infield.
Nobody out, runner on first. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. Lays himself out and makes a spectacular catch.
Wow. You know, it's always a danger as an outfielder when you try to make a play like this. You worry about that wrist because sometimes you can get it tucked under when you hit the ground and you can twist it up pretty good or maybe even break it. But here, not only does he come away unhurt, but he also comes away with the baseball.
In now, Addison Russell. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
Well, if he's missing right here, he ain't missing by much. Not getting too many favors behind the plate.
Here it is. This is in the air out to right field. Puig giving chase. He's not going to have a play on it, and this might bring home the runner from first. The relay throw, and he is in there.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner at first had to wait and see if that ball was going to get caught or not. If there's 2 away, most likely he scores easily. Instead, they have to wind up holding him at third base. I got to tell you, if that were me standing on second base right now, I'd be saying, yo, where's my RBI?
Jake Arrieta will stand in with a chance to help himself out big time here with a couple of men in scoring position.
And a lot of times, pitchers go up there just because they sort of have to, but here, if you go up and just think ground ball up the middle, you might get one home, maybe 2. This is a big-time chance.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Peterson is there. Let's see if they test it. And a relay home. The tag from Grandal, and they get him at home plate. 1 left for the Cubs. We'll move to the third with no score. Yasmani Grandal is into the box as we are all set to begin the third. He pulls this one into right, and a base hit now as that's how the third inning gets underway.
Yeah, an ideal setup here with the pitcher on deck. He comes through with a solid single to start things out, and now you give your pitcher a chance to bunt you over and make a productive out.
The pitcher, Joe Blanton, steps up to the plate in a sacrifice situation, so let's see if that is indeed on right here. A runner at first with no outs here. And he pops up the bunt attempt. He squares, and it's in the air.
Wow, he's going to be disappointed with that effort. Now, he had a few good opportunities there to bunt him over, but he just wasn't able to do the job.
Chase Utley will dig in for a second time. A strikeout victim opening up the ball game. Third inning, no score to this point. High and wide, 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, he's not really getting on top of that curveball right now, and that's going to get him into trouble if he keeps leaving it up there like that.
A double play ball to second. 4. Zobrist is there. Throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all. Into the box, Corey Seager. He drew a walk his first time up. 2 out with the man at first. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. You have to figure that he's really going to need to keep the walks in check if he's going to have success here.
I was thinking the same thing. No free rides. You got to make these guys earn it.
Throws him for strike 3, and that retires the side. 1 left for LA. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Ben Zobrist digs into the box in the bottom of inning number 3.
And guys, this is the guy you want leading off this inning. He's your leadoff man, so maybe he can get things started, set the table for a little bit of a rally.
Chop foul over towards the coaching box. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Thompson coasts under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Jason Hayward steps in for his second at-bat. A fielder's choice his first time around. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. And, he can't rein it in. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Up next for the Cubs, left fielder,
Chris Bryant is at the plate now. Flied out in his first at-bat. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. Line drive to left. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in.
Well, that's one of the dangers of being a corner outfielder. If you dive, there's no safety net behind you. I think he's pretty lucky in the end that this one wound up only being 2 bases instead of 3. Heck, could have even been 4.
Standing in now, Anthony Rizzo. Pitch outside, the throw. And this is dropped at third base.
I don't know about this one. Not exactly an ideal situation to run. You've got a left-handed batter up there. You're not really gaining a whole lot with 2 outs anyway. But heck, if you think you can make it, who am I to argue?
No score at this point, but a 2-out hit could get a runner in from third. Drilled to the right side. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. The runner from third crosses the plate, and they've taken a 1-0 lead.
Yeah, that's a good job right there with 2 away to pick up the first run of the ball game from third base. Very important to cash in when you're given the early opportunities, and he comes through big time right there.
Into the box now, Javier Baez. Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. On to the 4th now in game number 1. Cubs lead it 1-0. Justin Turner is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And in a pretty close game so far, they'd love to see this guy get on base so they can get a rally started to get back in this thing.
And here's a sinker that causes him to back away as that just about got him.
And when he's down 0-2, he's smart enough to know guys are going to try and get him to chase. So now at 2-2, he's got himself back to a spot where he doesn't have to go after a pitcher's pitch.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
And you want to see what downward break looks like? Check this out in show motion. Look at how this thing's just falling right off the table. That pitch is really moving, folks.
Into the box, Adrian Gonzalez. Got him.
Well, right now he is just carving them up. Dare I say, like a Thanksgiving turkey? That's 7 strikeouts already, and he's made it look easy so far.
Trace Thompson stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. All even now, 2-2. Very weakly on the ground. Boy, and slow out of the box that time as he's tagged out quickly. Dodgers down in order. They still trail 1-0. Miguel Montero is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. And this will wind up a foul ball. A 2-2 count. Here's the pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Seager is up with it, throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting, number 5.
Number 5 will dig in. 0 for 1 in the ball game. And this is taken for a called strike, and he's not in love with that call either. It's 1-2 now.
Tonight, borderline calls, you got to be swinging.
Swing and a miss as it's dropped behind the plate. Grandal gathers. So good awareness that time as that'll go as a strikeout, but he's aboard on the drop 3rd strike. Addison Russell walks into the box, reached base with a double his first time up.
And that came after a long battle at the plate, and he was able to stay patient and finally got a pitch that he could drive.
Pitch out, nothing doing. And he's bunting here with 2 strikes, but he misses, and that's a rather weak out number 2.
If you're going to try and bunt with 2 strikes, which, look, I wouldn't do it, but you've got to make sure you're at least going after a pitch in the strike zone. I mean, how bad does that look when you strike out trying to bunt at a pitch that it's not even close? I'll tell you how bad. Real bad.
In now, Jake Arrieta. Hit hard to short. Scooped up. He'll send it the short way to Utley at second, and that's that. Cubs strand 1, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Jock Peterson will stand in to lead things off here, and his guys have been unable to get anything going to this point.
Yeah, and you think so many times in the postseason, we see starting pitching really come to the forefront. And this guy's been every bit as good as advertised so far.
Trying to strike him out for the second time. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Arrieta gets the sign. 0-2 pitch on its way. And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game. An early look at the line score here tonight as we play the top of the 5th. And boy, just one lone hit for the visitors this evening as they've been taken to task by this starter. Settling in now, Yasiel Puig. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. No runs, just one hit. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
And a 2-2 sinker falls in there. 3-2 now.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
Full count. Here it comes. And they won't come into Puig as he'll lay off and take the walk.
The catcher, number 9.
Yasmani Grandal is the batter. Got a base hit in his first trip. Runner at first here, one man out. And now he'll step off quickly and look the runner back. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Around third is Puig, headed for the plate. In to score is the runner from first. It's 1-1. Joe Blanton will stand in with a golden chance here to help himself out with a runner at third.
And he knows that this is a definite strikeout situation. So the big key here is, at the very least, find a pitch you can put in play.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. One out and a runner on third. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Hit to third. Backhanded. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
The second baseman, number 26.
Well, this was a definite strikeout situation with the pitcher at the plate. But you got to give the guy credit. He put the ball in play and helped himself out with that RBI ground out.
Back to the top of the order now, and making his way in is the second baseman Chase Utley. And it's full now, 3-2.
Oh, and he sure got a good one, doesn't he? That ball goes from about knee-high to ankle-high in the matter of about 5 feet.
Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. Skied into straightaway right. Hayward has a beat on it. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. So 2 runs on just 1 hit in the inning, no errors, and no one left on base. Home half of the 5th coming up. Dodgers lead this one 2-1. Ben Zobrist will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Ground ball right side. Throw over by Utley, 1 away.
The right fielder, number 22,
Jason Hayward will step in, a ground out victim as last time. And the pitch on 2-1. Grounded to short. Seager scoops it up. Throw on to Gonzalez, and that's out number 2.
Now batting, left fielder,
Chris Bryant steps in here. He'll look to keep it going after hitting a double and scoring a run last time up.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
And that's over, 3-1.
Yeah, and it seems like he kind of got away from that pitch here in the last few innings. You got to think about bringing that one right back.
Now a ball hit sharply toward third. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield.
Oh, that's just a nice play out there in the corner. You know, with most guys, this is a sure double. But he might even have hit this ball a little too hard because they can get it back into the infield quickly, and that's going to hold him to just a single.
Anthony Rizzo will get a shot here with 2 away and a runner at first now following the base hit.
That 2-out single seemed harmless enough, but anytime you extend the inning to allow this guy to get a shot with a runner on, you better be careful.
No walks yet. Here's the delivery. Ripped down the first base line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Cubs. They still trail it here, 2-1. Corey Seager will start things out for the Dodgers in their half of inning number 6.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with one swing of the bat because you know he has big-time power.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Now he lifts a high pop-up. Drifting into foul territory on the right side. A quick out number 1.
Up next for the Dodgers, third baseman,
Justin Turner will stand in now. He flew out in his first time around and then was a strikeout victim last time. On his way to pitch number 75. Now a swing and a miss, and he's behind 1-2.
You know, he's pitched a really nice ball game to this point, but this is a big moment for him. Getting through the heart of this order at this stage of his outing would be huge.
Fought off at the plate, and will do it again. Arrieta is ready. Here's the 1-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Under it is the center fielder, and that's the second out of the inning. Adrian Gonzalez will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. 2 runs on 2 hits. No errors for the Dodgers thus far. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. And this is drifting foul back into the stands. Even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Lifted the other way to left center. And a dive out there in left center, but he can't come up with it. The relay, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Now batting.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turn around first and then hold on, but he was having none of that. He's smelling 2 all the way, and he's going to make it there with a hustle double.
Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. It looks like the Cubs will get a left-hander up and working out of the bullpen. Stepping in now, Trace Thompson. And that misses, ball 4, so it's first and second now with 2 out.
Yeah, they went to the slider there on 3 and 2, and that's a pitch where you're really hoping the hitter will see fastball and swing through it. But it didn't work out that time. He winds up losing it.
Jock Peterson strides in now, and we'll see if he can come through with 2 on and 2 out here in the 6th.
Well, there's still a lot of this game left, but it is starting to get late. This is a big opportunity that they don't want to let slip away.
Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1 and 2.
And that's where he's at his best. When he gets that sinker running away, he's tough to hit.
Still 1 and 2 as he fouls it away. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Dodgers strand a couple. They lead it 2-1. Javier Baez will get settled in here as the Cubs look to get it going in their half of the 6th.
And right here is an important time for them to climb back into this one. They definitely want to even this one up sooner rather than later.
Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball 3. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
This is just a guy taking advantage of a good count to hit him. He's got a pretty good idea that he's going to see the hard stuff here, so he just gears up for the fastball and drives it right back up the middle.
Miguel Montero will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far. Now the Dodgers get a right-hander up and throwing in their bullpen. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Runs up and gets this one down. Throw goes to first here, so it works just as they drew it up, and now the possible tying run is in scoring position at second.
Well, pretty clearly just playing for the tie right here, and it's a nice job there of getting the bunt down. So the tying run's up to scoring position now with just 1 out.
So striding in, number 5, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And the runner's breaking for third. Pitches a cold strike, the throw, and he's called out on a close play at third.
Well, he's got his mind set on taking third here. This is a slightly tougher play for a catcher with a righty at the plate because he doesn't have a clear view of the play developing in front of him. But it doesn't matter much here as he throws a perfect strike to third.
Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. This one's blooped out toward right center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
And you check this out. This is on the inside part of the plate, but he still is able to take it to the opposite field. I'll tell you, that is bat control at its finest right there.
Into the box now, Addison Russell. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Swing and a flare hit toward right. And that's in there, base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
They continue to rack up the hits. That puts runners on first and second now. But, as we always say, it's what you do with all those base runners that's important. And so far, they haven't done a whole lot. Just take a look at our score.
David Ross will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. Low-scoring game thus far, 2-1 here in the 6th. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They're down 2-1. Welcome back here to the historic friendly confines of Wrigley Field. 7th inning coming up now in Game 1 as we take a look there at our game summary through the first 6 innings so far. Travis Wood is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
Number 37, Travis Wood.
Yasiel Puig will stand in here to start the 7th in a game that's been sailing along to this point.
Yeah, good thing we don't get paid by the hour, man. This game has flown by.
Up high, 2-1 now. Fooled by the speed and location of that one. It's 2-2.
You got to be a little more restrained here leading off an inning. That's a big run if you can get on base, and you don't want to give away an opportunity by chasing bad pitches.
Wood gets the sign. 2-2 on its way. Ground ball sent back up the middle, but that finds its way through for a base hit.
A good job there making a 2-strike adjustment. Very compact there. He uses the middle of the field, and this just finds its way into center for a base hit.
Yasmani Grandal stands in, looking to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
And with a man on first, it'll take at least another double to bring him in.
Now a changeup locks him up as he looks at strike 3 called, 1 away.
And he's probably thinking, if they just could have left that starter in a little bit longer. I mean, he was 2 for 2 against him. Not so fortunate against his successor.
Standing in now, Joe Blanton. And they'll try to stay out of the double play here as he lays this one down. And good hustle to get over and tag him for the out.
Well, this is a nice job here of giving himself up. You see him square and put this ball down over toward the right side of the infield, and that's just where you want it to be. They do put the tag on him, but, hey, he gets the job done.
Into the box, Chase Utley. Fastball, close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Swing and a little blooper to center. Number 5 is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. Dodgers leave 1. They still lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, Ben Zobrist, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, this has been a great game so far, and they're only down by 1. So getting this leadoff guy on would be huge for them.
Sinker is right there for a called strike 2.
And that pitch count is 88 now, but to me, he looks good to go.
Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip on to first to record the out.
The right fielder, number 22, Jason
So one away in the
Hayward.
inning, and that'll bring in the dangerous bat of Jason Hayward, the right fielder. Bases are empty, one man out. Hot shot towards the hole, and this will get through into right, and he's aboard with a single.
Yeah, and plenty of hits here so far, but not a lot to show for it in the run column. Maybe this can help turn that around as they get a man on here with just one away.
Here comes the Dodger manager making his way toward the mound, and the call's being made, so that's going to be off for Joe Blanton. So he'll depart with the lead and a chance to be the winner, but he is responsible for the tying run at first. Yimi Garcia will come on now as he inherits a runner at first with already one out in the inning.
Yimi Garcia.
Chris Bryant will be the first to greet him here as he'll stand in with a runner at first and one away.
Well, you know he's feeling good at the plate, so he's already got 2 hits in this game, looking for another one.
Runners on first with one down. Hit hard up the middle, and that's through for a hit.
Right now just playing a little station-to-station baseball, and nothing wrong with that at this point in the ballgame, especially because now you get that possible tying run into scoring position at second base, still just one out, and meanwhile, you also get the potential go-ahead run on base as well.
Anthony Rizzo ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now.
So often playoff baseball comes down to the bullpen, and this is going to be a bullpen game from here on out.
Right side. Gonzalez is up with it. One there. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. Dodger bullpen does its job. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Cubs 1. Leading off the inning, Corey Seager, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Woods ready with the 1-1 pitch. And he'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Scorch to third. There's Baez. Throw on to first in time, so the leadoff man is set down to open up inning number 8.
Now batting, third baseman,
Justin Turner will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. Smoke toward third. Baez fields it cleanly, in time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting number 23, first baseman Adrian Gonzalez.
2 away for the Dodgers here in the 8th. And stepping in now, the slugging first baseman, Adrian Gonzalez. Here it comes on 1-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And Rizzo able to make the catch, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Dodgers, as they're unable to add to their 2-1 lead. Leading off the inning, Javier Baez, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, it's a close ball game, but it's starting to get late, so they need to get at least one back here in this inning.
And they'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Swung on and missed, and it's even at 2-2. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. 2-2 count. Here it comes. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Set to deal on 2-2. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
He tried to get him to bite on that pitch, but it was way out of the zone there. It didn't even tempt him. Now he'll need to make a much better pitch here on a 3-2 count.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he reaches for one out of the zone and misses rather badly for the first out.
Yeah, in the 8th inning of a one-run game, it's always important to get that first out. Put that offense on their back heels.
Pedro Baez will get the call now as he'll try to get the final 2 outs here and get this one on to the 9th inning.
Pedro Baez.
Miguel Montero will stand in. Sacrifice bunt his last time.
Yeah, a well-executed bunt his last at-bat, but obviously this time he's swinging away.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Back goes Puig at the track. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning. Number 5 stands in. Ready with the payoff pitch. Good battle continues as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count remains 3-2. Pitch swung on and hit in the air toward the line and right. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Our score remains 2-1. Back here in Chicago with a great view of downtown as we're set here to start the 9th inning from Wrigley Field. Kicking off the top of the 9th, Trace Thompson, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Wood into the windup. Here's the 3-2. Hit in the air to right field. On the move is Hayward. He dives, but he can't make the play. Around second. He'll try for third. And he's going to make it safely. And a great start to the 9th as it's a leadoff triple.
Now batting.
Well, this is all about risk-reward here. It's spectacular if you get a glove on it. If not, you got to get up off the deck and chase it down.
Stepping in now, Jock Peterson. Swing and a miss. Good pitch, and it's full now, 3-2.
And after 3 strikeouts already, you can bet he's going to be pressing up there at the plate, trying to make something happen. And that just might make things worse.
So there's ball 4. And it wouldn't surprise me a bit to see the next guy get 4 wide ones as well.
The right fielder, number 66, Yasiel Puig.
Digging in, Yasiel Puig. He singled his last time up. Even at a ball and a strike, here's the pitch. A little bit outside. 2-1.
Anxious moments all over the ballpark now. These folks can hardly bear to watch.
Set to deliver on 2-1. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. Runners are at first and third with none out. And he struck him out. Second time tonight now that he's been set down on strikes.
These guys really haven't had all that many great chances offensively. So, you know, they'd hate to see this threat go by the boards. Not a good time for a strikeout at all.
Now to the plate, Yasmani Grandal. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, and hopefully he got that out of his system. They really need him to come through right here.
Takes a look at a changeup there, and it's a ball and 2 strikes now.
And now, with runners at the corners and 2 strikes, this is a spot where you've got to make something positive come out of this on the mound.
Has to be thinking strikeout here. This is popped high in the air toward the right side of the infield. There to take it is Rizzo, and there are 2 away now.
The pitcher,
Kike Hernandez. We'll see what he can do off the bench as he'll bat with runners at the corners and 2 gone here.
Hernandez.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Chopped weakly to the left. On to first, and the Dodgers come up with nothing as that ends the inning. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Dodgers 2 and the Cubs 1. Kenley Jansen is on now to try to close things down here in the 9th.
Number 74, Kenley Jansen.
Striding in to start the 9th, Addison Russell, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Well, you know, he's been on base twice in this one already, so let's see if he can do it again.
Here's a chopper left side of the infield. Turner's got it. 1 away.
Now batting, the pitcher, Travis Wood.
Chris Coghlan will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 8, Chris Coghlan.
Hits it high and deep out to center field. Back goes Peterson. He's got it. A nice play there. 2 away. Ben Zobrist strides in, grounded out his last time through. Driven to deep right field. Puig going back on it, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single.
Yeah, tying runs on base now with 2 outs, and who knows? If this next guy can put one in the gap, we could have ourselves a tie ball game.
Jason Hayward comes to the plate now with the tying run at first, so he'll be looking to drive a ball into the gap here. Here's the 1-1 delivery. And this is swung on and missed, so the Cubs are down to their final strike here. Joe Blanton's the pitcher of record. He's in line for the victory if the lead holds. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And he struck him out for out number 3. So that'll wrap things up here as they leave the possible tying run stranded at first.
It's about what we've come to expect here from Jansen as he comes in here to fire a scoreless ninth and finish off the Dodger victory.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. And guys, a Dodger victory may not have been possible here without the start turned in by this man, Joe Blanton. He's our tops player of the game.
Yeah, I thought he really pitched well. He ran into a few problems here and there along the way, but aside from that, he was definitely a difference maker out there.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Dodgers win it 2-1. Good night from Chicago.
Here now is our final line.